People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome into the stream. Welcome into the show. Welcome to episode number 89 of Sunday Showcase. I'm your host, Steve. This is where I review all of this week's 1/6 scale news. I hope this helps you get rid of those Sunday scaries, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. Thank you all for being here. Just when we thought there wasn't going to be any news and it was going to be a slow news week, Hot Toys dropped some stuff on us, and you gotta love it. So the stream is happening tonight. Might not be a crazy long show, but we got some stuff that we're going to get into. A little housekeeping for you as always. If you have not, please consider joining the fandom, where you get access to a bunch of cool perks, custom emojis, members only shout outs in the chat, and of course giveaways on the show. Thank you all for being members. Appreciate all 56 of you, and I see pretty much the majority of the chat right now, if not everybody in the chat, is a member. So thank you all so much. And don't forget, the Superfan Fanatic and Diehard tiers get free store credit quarterly to Underground Figures. Speaking of Underground Figures, make sure you go check them out at undergroundfigures.net, where you get no NRD, pre-orders, double box shipping free of charge. You get the best customer service from my guy Ray. And if anybody needs Batman Returns Standard Edition, it's just sitting up here for a short pre-order window, which should be shipping soon. Mine's going to be shipping this week from Sideshow, and the only reason why I got it from there was, one, Ray was sold out, and two, I had a bunch of rewards points that I dumped into it right before it went waitlist. And yeah, so also got these new figures up that we're going to talk about tonight. Go hit him up, and like I said, don't forget you get free store credit just for being a channel member. Shout out to Ray. If you like the cases behind me, please go check out MODUSPACE and use code Fandom in all caps for a little bit of money off your order as well if you order any cases. And then last but not least, go check out FULCRUM Customs on eBay for your lightsaber blades and your LED light kits, and use code Fandom10 at eBay checkout for 10% off your order. And don't forget, as a diehard channel member, you get 15% private code, 15% off just for being a top tier member. There you have it. The housekeeping is done. Thank you all for being here. We got 28 people in the house. Please hit that like button. If you would be so kind, let me address all of you amazing people in the chat. We got Danny Spotchka in the house. What's up, Danny? He's slamming the emojis. He says R2 has been added to the collection. Nice. Along with new streaming area. He says good old Spotchka will return. Can't wait to see what you do with the channel, man. We got my guy, Big Dog Pound, in the house. What's up, man? Fan of the channel? Woo! Let's go, Big Dog Pound. With a little voice crack in there, too. We got my guy Cage, fanatic of the channel, longest reigning channel member and moderator, my good friend. Sup, everyone? Hope you're all doing well with the strength emoji. What's up, Cage? Thanks for being here, bro. Big Dog Pound, Thor is a prize tomorrow. Yeah, We're going to talk about it. We got my guy, Universal Key Super Fan of the channel. Evening, everyone. Evening to you, bro. Thanks so much for being here. That stealth suit cap is looking real nice. Yep, we're going to talk about it. We got my guy, Ash Chase, in the house. What's up, Ash? What up, Plastic Crackheads? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well tonight. Fan of the channel. We got Fanatic channel member Eric Hankey in the house. What's up, Eric? Hello, everyone. Hello to you. We got Die Hard, AJ, Agrusa. Greetings, friends. Hope all is well. We got a massive case of the Sunday Scaries, and I need to fight today. Dude. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay and hope we can help get rid of those for you, man. Appreciate you being here. We got my guy, Brad Cormack, Superfan channel. Evening, everyone. Hello there. Hello, Brad. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show. We got Curtis Booth in the house. What's up, Curtis? Hey, Steve in chat. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I did, man. It went by too fast as always, but great weekend, great day, and I am ready to talk about some figures. Not ready for the weekend to end, though. We got my guy, Stacy Jedi 291 in the house. What's up, Stacy? Good evening, Steve and fellow collectors. I'm still recovering from that hockey game. Let's go, USA. First time ever men and women have won gold medals in the Olympics, and the first win for Team USA since the Miracle on Ice, I'm pretty sure, in the Olympics. Crazy. Yeah, crazy, man. But thank you for being here. Now we got a couple Canadian collectors in the chat. We got Valkyrie Magnus Diehard channel member. Good evening, Steven friends. What's up, Valkyrie? Good to see you in here as always, my guy. Hopefully you're doing well. And we got another Diehard channel member, Neil Horrific. Sorry, Neil. Please no Olympic hockey. Good evening, Steven. You want for Roller Collectors. Lots to talk about tonight, figure-wise. Please no Olympic hockey. Too late. I already did it. We got my guy, Titer FL. What's up, Titer? How you doing, man? Titer upgraded his membership a while ago. A Fanatic tier. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you being here. We got my guy, Honest Hansel. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Long time super fan of the channel. Appreciate you tuning into the show as always. We got my father Django, another super fan. Hello there. What's up, bro? How you doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you in here. Always appreciate you being in the chat. We got Striker 47. How's it going? The snowstorm is piled up high here in New York. Yeah. Stay safe out there on the East Coast, everybody. There's a ton of snow coming in, so we got a longtime fan of the channel, Collection Session. What's up, dude? Strength. Hello there, collectors. Hello to you. Brad says, I really like my Fulcrum Sabers. Yeah, they're great, man. They are awesome. No doubt. You can see some behind me. They just pop. Love it. We got my guy, Clinton Martin, in the house, fan of the channel. What's up, Clinton? Howdy, folks. Howdy to you, sir. Appreciate you tuning into this show. We got a super fan, Tijuana Mike, aka King Churro. Happy Sunday, collectors. Happy Sunday to you, sir. Appreciate you tuning into the show tonight. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Good evening, Steve. Hello again, Valkyrie. Eric says to get a Star Wars and DC announcement this week since Marvel brought the heat this past week. We'll see. We are due for a Star Wars announcement. Dude, Big Dog Pound, he was good, man. I saw some of the crazy. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights and I saw some of the saves. Dude basically saved the game for Team USA. Crazy, man. We got another super fan, OG fan. What's up, dude? Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, man. We got 16 Star Wars Pimzoid in the house. What's up, dude? He says, what's up? My wallet is safe. No Star Wars figures from these latest announcements. That's fair, dude. Stay in your lane is a good way to do it. We got diehard channel member Moose in the house. What's up, Moose? I don't know if you're you said hi earlier, but what's up, man? Dropping those emojis. I appreciate you, dude. We got my guy Batman Collectibles, a long-time super fan of the channel. I should get a Fulcrum Saber for one of my Batmans. Could be canon if you count Bat in the Sun short. Batman versus Vader. Dude, that would actually be hilarious. Excuse me. I'm trying to think about what color you could get for Batman. I guess whatever you want. Get a yellow. Dude, get a yellow one for Batman. Get a yellow Saber. That would actually look sick. Yes, drop those emojis. Appreciate it. Okay, Moose. Hello, Community of Collectors. YouTube deleted my message. Okay. Yeah, YouTube's been like that. They do that sometimes, I guess. I don't know. YouTube is weird, man. But that is it. 37 y'all in the house. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Please hit that like button. Like I said, we got Maximum Flex in here as well. What's up, dude? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. And Big Dog Pound celebrating 15 months of membership. I appreciate you, dude. 15 months. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. I am happy that you're here. Thank you so much for the 15 months, my man. Really appreciate that. 16 Stars Visitor says there are 2 different blues from the Fulcrum Sabers. There is not. He kind of toyed with that, but really couldn't get the colors to be totally right. But you can always let me know what you're thinking. I've had a couple people say that they feel like the blue, like the blue is like too light, or it's not dark enough for some of the scenes, but or for some iterations of some characters and stuff. But yeah, I think he just for now just does the like the one blue color. We got available from the house. What's up, man? What's up, Steve? When we get in Hot Toys John Connor? It's a good question. It's probably gonna happen, man. They're doing a lot for that IP, so we'll see. Give me 1 second. What's up, Keith? What's up, friends? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Maximum Flex says, I hope we get a nice Star Wars variety announcement week. Soon, I hope. I agree. But let's talk about some stuff here. Let's talk about this guy here first. We're going to talk about Jack Sparrow. We got Ryan Sadler in the house, better late than never. What's up, dude? Super fan of the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all you being here. Let's talk about Jack Sparrow. I really don't have an interest in this figure. I'll just say that kind of right off the bat. Usually that's what I do anyways when I talk about some stuff. But this is an interesting one, man. I think we just got a Jack Sparrow, so it's like Hot Toys is gonna Hot Toys. They're always gonna keep doing that, giving us variations of stuff. They're gonna keep doing that. It's interesting. I know I saw a lot of people say that the throne for the is not included. That would have been a cool piece to include. I get why they didn't, but that would have been cool. No, I'm curious if any of you guys. I'm gonna do a poll on this one. You getting Jack Sparrow? Yes or no? I feel like the other Jack Sparrow, if I'm only getting one, and I had a Jack Sparrow, I had the Artisan Edition Jack Sparrow. I actually sold it. It just didn't fit in my collection, and I don't really feel like I need the character. That's when I was going through a pretty big revamp of stuff, and I really don't sell figures that often. But also these Artisans kind of put you in a tough spot, because if you don't decide later that you want them, you're either going to pay a pretty penny, or you may not have to, but you're taking a risk otherwise. So we got my guy Johnny Chronicles, fan of the channel. Hiya, Steve. Hiya, chat. What's up, Johnny? Thanks for being here, man. But I guess this is just, it's not really for me. And I think I've been telling you guys, there haven't really been a lot of figures this year yet that have gotten me really all that excited for 2026, which is not a bad thing, because I'm waiting on some stuff to come in. Got Chewbacca and 3PO I'm still waiting on. Savage Press. We're gonna talk about a figure tonight, a couple figures tonight that I'm pretty excited about. But yeah, it's been kind of like a slow year to start off, which is kind of how it always is with Chinese New Year. But yeah, this is just not one that's for me. I have a feeling what's going to happen is they're going to make another Jack Sparrow, And another Jack Sparrow. It just seems like they're going to keep making them. And I feel like the Black Pearl one is the one that people want the most. And they just keep doing other ones. So yeah, just not for me. I mean, the sculpt looks good. Like, it looks like a great figure. Yeah, Striker, it'd be nice to get a Davy Jones. I know people have been wanting that for a while. Yeah, it is weird they're not adding in that throne. Ryan says, wishes came with another head sculpt with his eyes closed with the eyelids painted. A lot of people have been saying this. That's been one point of feedback. And yeah, Keith, this is absolutely true. I heard moving that Artisan Jack Sparrow is hard to move, low demand, I guess. I think the other thing is, like, they made so many SKUs, and the Artisan dreads really were like, there were the dreads, and then there was like the bandana, but otherwise there really wasn't too much different with it to justify like the large price point. I feel like a lot of people were fine without getting the Artisan and just getting like the deluxe one, you know, or whatever one. When you have a lot of SKUs, it makes it, it's going to drive the value down of the top one. So I don't, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And then this doesn't help, you know, when you get another figure that ends up getting announced. Aki says you end up taking a loss. I broke even about, I think maybe minus $5 or something, but I pretty much broke even on it. So yeah. And we got D-Lo the collector. What's up, D-Lo? Thanks so much for being here, man. Anyone know how to get coat stains off the Mars Toys Riddler? Asking for a friend. Dude, the one thing, and I forgot to mention this. I think you sent this earlier today in our chat, but the one thing you could try, which worked for me on Qui-Gon, and I don't know if this works on dark colors, but I did a Tide to Go pen on Qui-Gon because he was stained so bad from his hair. Like, the brown hair stained his tunic and stuff, and it worked. A Tide to Go pen, and then I rinsed it with water. That ended up actually working. I don't know if Tide to Go works on like specific, maybe, I don't know if it would work on the fabric or not, but yeah, it's a bummer, man. It sucks with these like third parties when you get something wrong with it, and then it's like you can't really return it, and they don't have replacements, and it's overseas. It's just, that's tough. But thanks so much for being here, bro. Really do appreciate it. We got Yomo in the house. What's up, Yomo? Also a fanatic of the channel. Hello there. Ashes, does it come with the toe necklace? It does. It does, which I'm not sure why it's not shown on these photos, but it definitely does. Because Sideshow did a first look, and it was in there. I'm not sure why it's not in these pictures, but it definitely does. Honest Sands will pass from me, locked in on OT Star Wars. I am really hoping they do a lot of OT for the 50th anniversary next year. Really, really hope. No pun intended. All right, so I guess if you knew what you were doing, you could paint some eyelids with the extra movable eyes. That'd be tough. That would be tough. Yeah, Keith, yeah, that's all you can hope for. Yeah, I was happy to like, I was happy to get my money back on it. That was fine for me. It sat for a while, though. It really did. Crazy. We got Big Rib in the house. What's up, Big Rib? Die Hard channel member. What's up, FNF crew? Appreciate you being here, man. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, let me, what do we got? 25 votes. Let me end the poll. Are you getting Jack Sparrow? 12% say yes. 88% say no. Only 25 votes, but still. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is going to be, and I think it's what, 3 on Sideshow? It's already up. But yeah, cool. Not for me, but I can see people who are huge Pirates fans wanting this for sure, because Jack Sparrow's a hugely popular character. But if I was just to get one right now, it'd still be the Artisan version, which, like I said, I got rid of. Ashes, yeah, it does. Yeah, it comes with that necklace. I might just get it because of that. Don't judge me. No judgment here, dude. No judgment here. Let's move on. Let's talk about Iron Man. And this has, I don't know why, but my pages now got to where like Hot Toys isn't really sorted by the date anymore. I don't know. So I'm just going to go through probably the deluxe photos for Iron Man, but there is a, let me just do this real quick because I don't really know. That's all included. Let me pull this up. I didn't really look. I honestly didn't really look too closely at these Iron Man photos. I'm going to do a poll for this one too. Are you getting Iron Man? Yes. I'm going to go yes, standard. Yes, DX. No. So please vote. I just wanted to check something. Yeah, so the one difference as far as this goes for the Mark 43 is you get, in this deluxe version, you get this diorama base. And in the standard version, you get this base, which I actually think this base for Iron Man is actually pretty cool. Now they're using it for pretty much everybody. This is the same base for Armored Batman. But this is a cool looking base too. I think that standard base is actually pretty dope. But otherwise, deluxe comes with that. I mean, if it were me, this is kind of, I'm going deluxe. If I was getting this figure, I'm not getting this. But, yeah, it's, this is kind of my feelings for it too, right here. Like what Key says, Mark 43 2.0 was inevitable after the release of the Mark 42 2.0. Yeah, man. I mean, all Iron Mans are inevitable to get now this full USB power suit and stuff like that. I can see them just, why not do that? You know, Iron Man's is like one of their big sellers, sells like hotcakes. Since the DX base is sweet. Yeah, no doubt. It really is. Johnny, this is probably gonna happen. That Mark 7 is probably gonna happen at some point, and I'm good with the Mark 7 that's out. Like, it's a good looking figure. I have it. That's my favorite suit. So I would probably upgrade mine, but I'm still happy with the current one that's out. What's up, Blue Tattoo? Thanks so much for being here, man. Hey, everyone. Neil says, I think this one looks cool, but I'm gonna wait until I have more favorite armor. Plus, I'm gonna wait until the DX includes both bases. Yeah, I really wish they would do that. Striker says they're going to be pulling out a lot of Robert Downey Jr. this year. I'm getting the Ultimate Deluxe for Iron Man because I like the Ultron Sentry. Yeah, Sentry's cool. Keith, Mark 45 2.0 is got to be coming. I mean, I think they're just going to keep pumping them out and doing these USBs. These new full body USB plug-in things. Moose celebrating 17 months. Thanks so much, dude. You received a MMS 14. Want to guess what it is? My armored Batfleck arrived from underground. Yes, Blizzard coming in overnight here, and it ain't coming from DQ. Well, congrats, dude. Congrats on that. Yeah, Batfleck, that armored Batman, dude. I'm really happy with. I'm actually doing both looks. I should be getting my deluxe version tomorrow. So I have got my standard in from underground, and then I got another deluxe coming in too to do the battle damage version. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But let's go through this. This is, and please vote. Like I said, are you getting this? Yes, standard, yes, deluxe, or no? This, you can't deny, like, how, like, this is a sick suit. And it's tough, man. Like, it is, I see why Iron Man sells so well, because, like, if you, I always tell people, like, if you're a Marvel fan and you collect, like, any type of Marvel stuff, and I feel like probably the vast majority already have, but, like, I feel like it is one of the biggest recommendations I can get about if you collect Marvel, and I'm kind of more am a lot more selective when it comes to Marvel, is like get at least one Iron Man, like get maybe your favorite suit. But I feel like this is like just one of those, there's really like no figure that's like an Iron Man in terms of just like the technical Marvel, no pun intended. Like the die cast, it's really heavy, yet it's still super posable. You kind of have to be careful with the parts because some of them are little plastic parts and you can like break things off and stuff. But then you get all the swappable battle damage, and it's just there's such cool figures to have. And this one isn't for me, but I could appreciate like how cool this one is. Clint says dial base is way too small. Hot Toys needs to include the collector edition base with figures. If I'm spending more money, I should get all the same stuff as the lower editions too. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. They just don't have a good track record. Batman Collectible says D-Lo posted a photo of the gold suit from Iron Man 3. Made me want to buy one, and I don't collect Iron Man. Yeah, dude. Iron Man suits are just so cool. And I have right now the only Iron Man suits I'm getting, and that's I'm done with Iron Man. I'm waiting for them to redo the Mark IV. I just can't go backwards on that because it's probably going to happen at some point. But I have the I'm basically only doing Mark 2 through 7. I can't bring myself to buy the Mark 1. I think you guys have heard me say this in the past. This is probably a hot take, I guess, because I feel like a lot of people don't agree with this, but I don't like the Mark 1 suit, and it looks out of place when you have it with the other ones when it comes to 1 through 7. I can't do it. I've thought about doing it, and I've seen it at like lower prices for a while, and I just cannot bring myself to do it. So basically I'm just going to get 2 through 7, and the only one I need is 4. I have 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. 6 with the gantry, that was like up there. I forget, that was like up there for my up there in figure of the year. That was awesome piece. So yeah, Iron Man is cool. Yoma says I have the 1.0 is one of my favorite Iron Man suits, but I love it because my uncle gifted me his when I started collecting. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Cool to have that like that connection to it for sure. D-Lo says do it. Yeah, dude. They're sick, man. Brian says new Ultron incoming. I could see it happening. Who says bought a Mark 6 with gantry for cheaper than Sideshow? Nice. Yeah. This is a really I also like I said, Iron Man can pose really well, but there's just something about like these simple poses like this for these figures. This is probably one of my favorite pictures, and this one is my favorite right here. Oops. Oh, dang it. Right as I say that, I lose my place. Like, look how sick that looks, man. And then you have all like the swappable armor bits. I love how he's got the armor, like the glow of the lights under his armor pieces and thighs and stuff like that. Just like, come on. This is sick, man. This is sick. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, I've been tempted by some of these other suits, but I'm just staying with 2 through 7. Batman Collectibles, I've heard people say as of now that gold suit is the best Iron Man figure out there. Sheesh. Dude. You're tempting yourself. What do we think of this head sculpt? I think it actually looks pretty dang good. That's cool. I like that, posing it like over the Sentry like that. This is pretty dang good. Honestly, it says this Tony face sculpt is sweet. This is pretty dang good, man, I would say. I think it is. And I think it would be nice to just get like one that's a really good clean head sculpt. Like he's got dirt on his face. He's got this cut. Like I just want a clean Tony head sculpt that's really good. I feel like there hasn't been one that's been like really good that's been clean yet. And then we get the tease for Artisan Thor, which I thought this was hilarious. Like they dropped this figure, another Iron Man. They put Artisan Thor in it, and then like a few minutes later, we get the Artisan Thor drop, which we'll talk about. But that is, yeah, that's sick because we're definitely obviously gonna talk about that one. Yeah, I think this looks good, man. That likeness is on point. Will they hit this? I don't know. We'll see. Giant says 2.0 Hulk. Yeah, at some point. At some point, it's probably gonna happen. I sold my my OG Avengers Hulk. Augur says that RGJ looks great. RDJ looks great. I agree. You said the Mark II 2.0 was cleaned. That's right. I forgot about that. And all of my Iron Man head sculpts are in the box. I cannot bring myself to put an Iron Man head sculpt on any of these, or a Tony Stark head sculpt on any of my Iron Man bodies. But I forgot about that. What was the one that was? I think I was thinking of like the Mark VI, which is I am not a huge fan of that sculpt. I want to see this like, because I've been I need to at some point just do Tony with it. Like in the Iron Man case, I do want to get like some type of I need to get some type of Tony with a suit on, or some type of something with a head sculpt. Yeah, this new light up function is the future. One USB-C plug-in to light up the entire figure. That is pretty awesome. All these like intermechanical lighting functions underneath the armor pieces, like that looks sick. That's really gonna pop. And this is really cool, including this. I think like the deluxe version, when you want to talk about value, like Iron Man figures are already really expensive and you're getting a whole extra figure here. I think that is really cool. I wonder if they're ever gonna like sell this as a singular figure. That's what I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. And yeah, this base is small, but I think, and this is pretty cool how you can break this figure up. I probably wouldn't break it up on the base like this. I feel like I'd probably have it like displayed. It's like having a whole nother figure. I think that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, to get this is like, for me, I feel like this is kind of a no-brainer. Because hold on. Let me see. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer. For 60 more, like 60 bucks more, you get this. Like that's a tough thing to skip, like a tough thing to pass on. And this is pretty dope that you can just break all these pieces apart. 15 individual parts. That's cool on the base like that. So here's what you get. You get all the same stuff as the standard, and then deluxe gets these extra pieces. Yeah, basically a disassemblable Ultron Sentry. And a little tiny diorama base. But I feel like for 60 bucks, this is worth getting if you're going to get this figure, which I am not. What's up, Nick? What's up, pal? What's up, Nick? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you being here. We got Brick laughing. Hi, Brick. Thank you for laughing and joining us. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you in the chat. Brick, another longtime channel member. I do not know what Brick is laughing at, but we'll find out. Does this Is this a swappable helmet piece? Is that what that is? Because, yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, this just looks sick right here. I like this photo. But let me, what do we got? 36 votes. You get an Iron Man. No, 70%. Yes, deluxe 22%. Yes, standard 8%. It's tough out here, man. There's a lot of stuff coming out, and there's just a lot. This is the same thing that I feel like has been what's been said for a while now, all of last year, man. There's just so much to choose from. It's hard to pick some unless you really, really want it. But this is sick. Can't deny how cool this one looks. And I like how it's not just like a random variant. Like, this is a sick looking suit. Like, I am, like I said, I'm only having 2 through 7, but there's some times where I'm tempted to like dabble outside of that. And this is one of them because that just looks awesome. So there you have it. We got Off the Wall. What's up, dude? Good evening, all. Good evening to you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Shall we move on to another Age of Ultron? Johnny, it's brutal out here in these streets. In the 1-6 streets, man. There's a finger necklace. There you go, Ash. There you go. Or not the toe necklace. And then same night, all of a sudden we think we're in Chinese New Year. And all of a sudden we just randomly get all this stuff dropped on us. What's up, Emmy Dyson? What up, Stephen? All stormy out there, weather and figure wise. Yeah, stay safe out there, everybody. And we get finally the long awaited Artisan Edition Thor, which I feel like we all knew was coming at some point. I really didn't think it was going to be Age of Ultron. I thought we were going to get the Avengers, like the Avengers Thor, the OG. And yeah, but we got this one. 3,000 units worldwide. 500 is automatically going to Hong Kong. So that leaves about 2,500 for the rest of the world. And Sideshow's going up tomorrow. So yes, good luck to everybody who's going to be joining in on the lottery tomorrow. And here, I'll do a post for this one too. I'll do a poll. Are you going for Thor? Yes or no? Neil says, maybe not my favorite version of Thor, but I'm going to try for this, as I have no Thor in my collection as of yet. Yeah, I have Infinity War Thor, which I really love that figure. I'll keep it. Just because I thought Thor, when he gets Stormbreaker and he's like, bring me Thanos. That was one of the coolest moments of the movie, when he just starts destroying people with the Stormbreaker. Just love that. Almost says, I don't have a Thor yet. This is going to be I think this is the one that a lot of people were waiting on. Either an OG Avengers or like a Thor that looks like this. AJ says he must have this Thor. Hopefully the lottery is in my favor. Yes, sir. Ryan says, the hammer USB or the paint job giving it that glow? You know what? I don't think it's USB. It might be battery. LED light up. It's probably battery, is my guess. What's up, Christian? Christian Crosser Cooper in the house. What's up, dude? Long time fan of the channel. Thank you so much for being here, bro. I just got Grievous in today. Going to unbox him later this week, dude. You're in for a treat, man. Great figure. He says, honestly, I'd rather wait for the Avengers 1 version 2 line. Yeah, and like also I could just see them doing Avengers 1 and just dropping a sculpted one. You know, or just read like I forget who I was mentioning this to earlier. It might have been the Wolfpack guys, but like there's eventually what's going to happen is these artisan sculpts are probably going to become commonplace, and like they're going to be just like normal figures. They're not going to be as limited, and they're probably not going to be just sold out right away. Like it's a matter of time. We've already kind of seen it with Joker of head sculpt or like artisans starting to be reused and stuff like that. So I can see them doing like starting to do this with figures. Black Widow's definitely going to get reused. I'm waiting for that to happen. And like I can see Thor being reused too. He's such a big character. Josh says Thor's coming home, so help me. Yep. Valver says I have Infinity War Thor, Fat Thor, and Love and Thunder Thor, which looks great, even though the movie sucked. Yeah, that movie was rough. A lot of Thors. We got Mike Pause Litterus in the house, longtime super fan channel. Hello, Mike. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Hello. He almost says Infinity War is peak Thor. I've been debating on getting it for a while, but never pulled the trigger. Yeah, and you can get it for a decent price. The only downside of Infinity War Thor is the Stormbreaker is way too small because they went based on the concept for the character, and then like I sourced my Stormbreaker. I bought the Endgame Stormbreaker separately for that figure because it's so much bigger and it looks considerably better. So that's the one thing is get the if you get the Infinity War Thor, get the Endgame Stormbreaker. What's up, Austin Collects? Thank you so much for being here, bros. Diehard channel member. I need this Thor first Marvel pre-order in close to a year and a half. Sheesh. Mike says he's safe from all these announcements and it feels great. That is a great feeling. That's been me for this whole year pretty much, outside of a couple things. Big Dog Pound has an open dedicated space for Thor. Nice. Striker says, yeah, same hammer as Mighty Thor, comes with a battery and the handle is off and on switch. There you go. Keith Lee says, well, implanted hair and seamless body for Hulk 2.0 would be wicked. That would be cool. What do we think of this one, guys? Are you going for Thor? Please vote. I would have liked to see like the OG, but also like Age of Ultron. Like this outfit is sick too. I'm not really too picky about this. I think Artisan Thor is just one figure that if you're going to do an Artisan, this is one of them. And I think the other thing, like I think of a couple characters that like figures that would be Artisan that are males. Another really good one would be like Qui-Gon Jinn. I hope one day we get a Qui-Gon Artisan. Also, where is this John Wick? Like, I bet you, I'm gonna guess that one of the next Artisan reveals, like maybe within the next 2 or 3, is gonna be that John Wick. I think that's gonna happen. The one from what, chapter 3? With the longer hair. Yeah, I'm gonna need that one. But this looks good, man. You get a decent amount of stuff with this. I feel like a lot of this stuff is like very similar technology to what they've already done though, like reuse stuff. Dilo says if anyone misses out on Artisan Thor tomorrow, he'll be selling his modded Road-Worn Thor for those who might be interested. That thing is sick. Yeah, it's a that was one that I always wanted too, and it's like I got into collecting at a weird time where there's a lot of figures that I wanted, and then it was like I'll just wait because stuff kept getting announced. Batman was like the prime example. It was like DX19, and then they announced the Armory, and then they announced the other Armory, and I just kept waiting and waiting. Same with BVS, like waiting for BVS Batman. They announced the 2.0. I don't want that one. Waiting for an art. He says Thor looks great, but I think it's not the popular version most people would want. Yeah. I think as for an Artisan, though, it's like the only one, your only option. Will they do another Artisan? Maybe. When? I don't know. And for me though, like the way that I collect Marvel, like this is really how I collect Marvel is I like to get the best version of each character that I can get figure wise. And I would say this is going to be the new best, even though I'm probably going to keep my, Infinity War Thor because it's different enough. And I also really like kind of how the character changes in that regard, like with him with the shorter hair and the Stormbreaker. So, and like that figure I got relatively inexpensive. Is probably not going to sell for too much anyways, but I don't really want to sell it. I want to keep it. This looks sick. Actually, I like this look without the cape. Yeah, this is sick with the artisan hair. This looks really good, man. I hope they nail it. Hopefully, I don't have any glue issues. Big Rip says he only has Bro Thor, so need this look. Yeah, this is gonna be a battle tomorrow. Ash says he's passing. He wants the cap. Nice. MB Dyson looks good. Tempted, so I might go for it. Big Red is a more classic version, so rather have this one. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people feel that way. It's more of a classic Thor look, right? And this is where they get you. They want you to buy it all. Get that Iron Man, get that Thor. So this is where it's like a typical Hot Toys business move. Oh, we're gonna redo the Mark 43 and include this Sentry. Oh, what else should we put beside it to make people want to buy it and build out a line? We're gonna do our Artisan Thor, but Age of Ultron. Like they're basically making this figure off of the fact they're doing a 2.0 Iron Man. Like that's I feel like that's like Hot Toys MO. Instead of doing the Thor that I feel like a lot of people have said they want from the OG Avengers movie, they give us the Ultron one with the Iron Man that they're remaking. This is a considerable improvement. I will say that. Woo. It's also insane. MMS 306, 500 plus figures later. Crazy. Like virtually everything looks better on this figure. That's nuts. It'd be interesting to see how they do these braids. This is like one of the most intricate hair designs they've done yet. This looks good, man. Please vote. Are you going for Thor? I mean, it says they should have redone Mark 45. That suit Tony fights the final battle, but this was a repaint, so cheaper. Oh, don't worry, they will. That's really all you got to say. This is cool. They're giving you both arms too. They did this for Infinity War though as well. And I believe Endgame. Right? I never got the Endgame Thor. I always liked the Infinity War one more. Specialized body features waist with articulated design. It's a very fancy way of just saying that it's got waist articulation. I'm not going to be posing this real aggressively anyway, but we got 6 Scale Mafia. What's up, dude? Thanks so much for being here. Infinity War did, Endgame did not. You mean Endgame did not have the it did not have the swappable arms? Yeah, that's one figure I didn't get. I couldn't recall I couldn't recall. I know the Infinity War, if that's what you're talking about, the arms. Yeah, this is cool. I like how you get these different display styles. You can really display it however you want. This is actually sick without the cape on. Newly developed Mjolnir. This is cool with the light up. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it's an amazing figure, man. I agree. And this is like the type of base too. I actually wish they would start doing something like this more often for some other stuff. Like, I like this simplified square base. I think that looks clean like that. And you have the nameplate that's like the same kind of metalish, and I'm gonna guess this is plastic, but the same color that just like blends in and matches with it really well. I like that design on there. Wired cape. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those artisans that's gonna be kind of tough. This is gonna be a tough one tomorrow. And usually I don't catch myself saying that. A lot of times, like, oh, it's gonna be an easy lottery. But this one is one I feel like that's generating a lot of hype that people have been wanting for a while, and there's been a lot of rumors around it. And it's just it's Thor with long hair. Everybody wants this figure. He almost says, depending on how similar Doomsday Thor looks to Infinity War, I might just go with the Doomsday Thor to get an updated figure. Dude, that's another thing. Like, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens with Marvel with this Doomsday stuff. I am actually really intrigued to see what Marvel does with their strategy for Doomsday, or what Hot Toys does with their strategy for Doomsday, considering, and I know it's different circumstances and all that stuff now, but considering like how many Marvel figures have been sitting around, like, I wonder if that's going to have any impact on how many they make for Doomsday, like how many different figures we get, characters. Are they going to go just like they did for like how they've done these other like Avengers movies and make a ton of them? It's going to be interesting. And if they open up the floodgates, it's going to be a dangerous line, because there's a lot of good characters in that movie that are going to be happening. So Emmy Dice says Hot Toys not revisiting the one-off armors, only ones with slight differences or repaints. Yeah, it's interesting. So that's that. We got 41 votes on the poll. This one's like 50-50 split pretty much. 51-49, yes and no. Are you going for Thor? 50-50. Also, this thing ain't gonna be cheap. Probably 4.5. So buckle up for that, because yeah, an after sideshow, like, you're probably looking at 5 all in. It's gonna be a pricey figure, man. He almost says we want a long hair version of Thor as well, and this one looks great. I like the Love and Thunder version as well, because the helmet looks pretty sick. I really don't know what version to get. Yeah, there's a lot of good versions. Like Love and Thunder, I really actually like the outfit too. I just didn't. That was not a great movie to me. Yeah, dude, it's tough, man. It's tough to like recommend one, but I think at this point, like, it's really tough to recommend one. I never liked the like, I shouldn't say I never liked it, but I was never really like drawn to getting the Endgame one. Like I said, I really liked the what they did with Thor and Infinity War. I've just always liked that version. And then yeah, like the OG Avengers. So this one is a worthwhile one for me to get. We got B Mosley in the house, fan of the channel. What's up, dude? Appreciate you being here, man. I can't wait to see how he looks in Doomsday. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with these characters, man. Striker says, and keep in mind, Thor might be making his last appearance in Marvel, so you don't know how long they'll keep up making the figures for him. Yeah, but at the same time, they know what they have. Like they'll probably make, they'll make a couple more. This is just like, how do they get people back, bring him back into Marvel? Oh, they bring Robert Downey Jr. back as Doom. So they know what they're doing. But yeah, that's that. On to the next one. We only got one more. Like I said, I'm pretty happy that, you know, I was like, oh man, I remember last week for the stream. At the end, I was like, I don't know how much news there's going to be. There may not be a lot of stuff to talk about. And then, yeah, Thursday night, they just dropped all this stuff. Cap, we got him on, what was that, Friday or Thursday? No, Thursday night as well. So a lot, man. This all came out Thursday night. So super Marvel heavy. And yeah, also, I just want to give a shout out to everybody. I'm going to take a little pause before I get into Captain America here. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who sent in their photos from last week's show for the collector's showcase. That was a really fun show. Got a lot of positive feedback on that. And it's always fun going through people's collections. So if you want to see what other people's collections look like and draw some inspiration from that, or just, like I said, just kind of check them out, you can go check out my replay from last week, episode 88, where pretty much I just spent the whole show just going through people's collections. That posted on my Facebook group, so that was cool. This one I'm hyped for. Captain America's strike suit, the stealth suit 2.0. This is my MCU GOAT. My favorite Marvel character. And yeah, this is one that I'm super excited about. And I'm just waiting on Wanted Toys to hit me up and tell me that they're going to be shipping it. This one I was a little late on ordering, and before I knew it, because I kind of stopped pre-ordering for a while. Just because of everything going on and a lot of unknown things with all the tariff stuff and all these changes in pricing, all stuff. I said, you know what, I'm just going to slow down my pre-orders and I'll pick stuff up as it comes in or later on. And this one went waitlist before I knew it. And so I just gonna get this day one, not quite day one, but hopefully this week. And yeah, this is my favorite MCU movie outside of like the main Avengers, like Infinity War, Endgame. Obviously amazing movies, but this is kind of the like when it comes to like my favorite trilogy outside of Avengers, like within the Infinity Saga. Yeah, Cap's like the GOAT to me, and this is my favorite MCU movie, Winter Soldier. Just amazing movie. Yeah, Ryan says this is the best one. It's a great, dude. We got Beskar Kid in the house. Made it. What's up, dude? Cheers to you, man. Appreciate you tuning into the show. No Star Wars today, but that's okay. Hopefully soon. I have a feeling we're going to probably get hit with like an onslaught of Star Wars at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit us with some type of event, or if like something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Brandon says, yeah, last week's show was me redoing my whole damn collection room. Nah, man, your room looks good. It's just more to draw inspiration. You don't got to redo it. But this figure, man, I am really excited. I never got stealth suit from like the original. I did have that limited edition stealth suit from Endgame. It did not have the stealth shield, and it wasn't like the true stealth suit. It was really just the one that they got when they went to go get Thanos, with like the standard Cap shield. This is a version that I've really been wanting though. So I'm pumped. And I think it's turned out great. The sculpt, I don't know, man. There is something with this sculpt that they can't get his likeness perfectly. This angle looks pretty good. I actually think this is a good shot right here. Some angles just look better than others. Now, when he's got his like helmet on, I think really good. Really good likeness with the helmet on. This has always been my favorite suit, man. It looks so good. I love the stealth look. And Zord, shout out to my guy Zord, dude. Absolutely just killing it with the photos. I'm so happy for him. Look at that, man. Big Dark Pound Hope again, Artisan, and New Hope Princess Leia. I could see it happening. I wonder if I would like for them to do like a long-haired Endor Leia. That's the one that I would want. Francis, I know I'm in the 1% that loves Hot Toys quarter scale figures. Fingers crossed they do quarter scale Chewie to go with Solo. They might. See, they got this other base too. Love that. Is this magnetic base? I don't remember. And this faceplate, I don't know if they updated it, but it looks better. Maybe it's just Zord. Clinton says yes. My first Hot Toys magnetic base. Yes, magnets and waist holder. Gotcha. This actually looks really good right here, man. I was a little bit worried about this like mouth open sculpt. But dang. Look at that shot. Zord just going nuts, man. Very cool. We got Euro the Truth in here. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. We're gonna get Cal Kestis and Galen Merrick. I hope so. I'm calling for Cal Kestis since I've been collecting. Thanks so much for being here, man. I do hope that happens. Eric says, need this Captain America waitlist for Sideshow. Yep. Quinn says, yeah, the faceplates look better at the angles he takes pics head on. They look funny. Yeah. I agree. Shield holding hand looks great. Yeah, it did a nice job. I love this shot. Just want to use my thumbnail. This is sick, man. This is a sick pose. That's dope. This one, like, see, like, sculpt-wise, this one looks okay. This one looks like him. I think this one is like... Oh, no. Oh. Sorry, guys. This actually looks pretty good. And usually bottom-up shots don't when the sculpt's a little bit off. But this one is like... This one's actually pretty good. That's cool. That one looks okay. Like, I see Cap in some angles, and then some I'm just like, I don't know. There's something that it seems like they just cannot get his likeness perfect. And I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this head sculpt. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this head sculpt. Because I'm going to do helmet on. So I don't know. Because, yeah, the mask sculpt just looks too dang good, man. That's a cool shot. Blurred shield. Looks like he can pose really well. New 2.0 Captain America First Avenger and Red Skull. I could see them potentially doing that at some point. Johnny says, waiting to get my shipping notes from Sideshow for my fully paid off Artisan Winter Soldier. Dude, this is going to look so good paired with that, man. I can't wait either. And I got him as well. And that was one that Marvel, like I said, that's the type of Marvel that I want to collect, is like the figures from my favorite MCU movies. So like having this figure and Winter Soldier together, that's all I need right there. You know, it's going to look great. This looks excellent, man. Look at that light. Like this is very, very good. Actually looks like Nicolas Cage from certain angles. Very, very good right there. Looks okay here. This looks pretty dang good right here, sculpt wise. So it's just a couple different angles, lighting. I'll see when I get it in hand. This also, I feel like this is going to be a sculpt looks better in hand situation. This is cool too, like the movie poster. That's dope. Rolling eyes. Yes, Iron Star Killer. What's up, man? Thanks so much for being here. I think they improved the straps and the cell shield, less fragile and magnetic. Man, that was... I broke one of my... Oh, you know what? That's so funny because I have extra pieces right here sitting on my desk. And I got a little cap shield thing with part of the piece, the little buckle broke off sitting right on my desk. I got this little cap helmet. I think this goes to my endgame cap. Crazy. But yeah, that's much better if they actually did that. Thanks so much for being here, man. I mean, we all look like Nick Cage from certain angles. Tires to Steve, have you talked any about the Mando and Grogu trailer? I have not. I have not talked about that. I thought it looked fun though. Yeah, this base is cool, man. What does the base say? Stealth strike suit? That's cool. Yeah, this base actually fire. I like it. So this is essentially the same exact base they're doing for the Artisan Thor. This says Thor on the front. It's a different design style on top. Cool box. I like that. I think that's all the photos. Yeah, Zord really went off these photos. I love this one though. Sick. Say says reminds me of an in our base. Yeah, it does. No doubt. Johnny says helmet on is definitely the way to go. Yeah, I'm doing helmet on for mine. Right next to Winter Soldier. Which, you know what? I'm gonna go look on my sideshow real quick. Going to my orders. Let me see, because it was in the window like January to June on this figure. Also, where's Artisan Moon Knight? Yeah, we still... Yeah, man. Crazy. Moon Knight still no? Yeah, Artisan Harley. Where's Artisan Harley? Waiting for Artisan Moon Knight. Gonna look awesome. That's it, guys. Those are all the figures. Relatively quick show tonight, but that is all right. What if we're gonna get something tonight? It'd be interesting. Valkyrie. That is right, Valkyrie. You have my Moon Knight that I sold you because I pre-ordered the Artisan one. I'm glad it's in good hands. Also, if anybody needs a deluxe Buzz Lightyear that's brand new, hit me up. I got one for sale. Brand new. And don't forget to join the Facebook group if you haven't. Come hang out with us in there. It's a great group. The chat is separate from the group, but I can always get you into the chat if you'd like. And Titer brought up, have you talked to anybody about the Mando and Grogu trailer? I have not, but I'm like, oh, I'm cautiously optimistic. I have a lot of, man, I just have, besides season 3, which was, yeah, season 3 just compared to the first 2 seasons was not as good, but just very interesting the choices they made to season 3. But going on this movie, I don't know, man. Mando came out right when my like right around the time my son was born, and I just have a lot of like really like strong emotional connection to that show. And I think I'm gonna take my son to see it in theaters. I'm gonna go see it first, and then he'll be 6.5 at that time. So it's probably gonna be the first Star Wars movie he sees in theaters, which is a really big deal. And yeah, it's just like that's around the time when he was born, when the first season of Mando came out. So it'll be like, and he hasn't seen those seasons, but he's seen some other Star Wars stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be, I think it'll be a fun movie. I think Mando and Grogu will be a fun movie. They have some really cool bits in the trailer that are that I'm actually pretty excited about. They've got some good OT callbacks. They've got some potential connections to the OT. I think it's looking like it's gonna be a fun movie. I know a lot of people, like, the general consensus is like, oh, it looks like kind of like a side quest type thing. But Jon Favreau is usually like pretty good at directing movies too. And I feel like, man, at this point, like they have got to have heard the feedback. And I would think that they are going to, I feel like they're going to make the movie, like they know what's at stake here. Getting Star Wars back into theaters after what? This is 7 years almost. Like, I feel like they know what's at stake here. And I think Jon Favreau said too, like making the movie was kind of like playing with action figures as a kid, which I think is like a good, like that makes me think the movie's just going to be kind of like a fun adventure style movie. What I will say is I really hope we get something that has like something that connects to like Ahsoka season 2 would be really nice. Like you have to, I feel like, at least mention Grand Admiral Thrawn or show Grand Admiral Thrawn in this movie, or be leading up to the fact that like, okay, this is what we're getting to. Because Ahsoka season 2 is going to be high stakes. Like that show's going to be crazy. It's going to be there's going to be some big stuff happening in that. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited to see also what they do with Grogu. I think the one thing that they need to do is they need to start doing something with Grogu in terms of like, how are they going to progress the lore for that character and like his story? Because Grogu is going to, like, in the trailer, it says, like Mando says, you know, he's going to live far beyond my years. Grogu is not something they're just going to give up. Like, Grogu is going to be a staple for Disney Star Wars for a while. But the only thing is, like, I feel like they keep using like the cuteness of Grogu. Like the beginning, like trailer starts out and he's like, don't touch the buttons, which is fine. But like they've used that bit of like the Mando and Grogu's interaction as like the Grogu being like kind of like this kid. They've kind of overplayed that. Like I want to see what's going to happen when they, like, what is Grogu going to develop and turn into as he ages? You know what I mean? Kids will probably love it. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully it's not too scary for kids. I think that's the main thing. Ryan says, I feel like it's going to be a season in a 3-hour movie. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that long of a movie. You know what? I wonder what the runtime is. Jon Favreau emphasizes a lean and propulsive adventure, probably around 2 hours. There's no, I don't think it's fully. We'll see. Yeah, Clint says he thinks it's gonna be a good movie. Yeah, I think it'll be fun, man. I'm not expecting anything like mind-blowing or groundbreaking, but like you got to advance the plot of what's happening with Mando, and we got to get to where Ahsoka season 2 is going, and then we ultimately have to culminate all this stuff with Heir to the Empire, which is going to be Dave Filoni's like movie where we get the culmination of all this stuff. Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Mandalorian, and this huge movie. You know, we gotta progress and get to that point. Did you mean to say Yoda was teaching Jedi at Grogu's age? Clint says Grogu needs to start talking already. Sheesh, I don't think he's hitting his milestones. How can you use the Force but can't talk? I wonder if we hear him say his first words in this movie too. I can see that happening. I could see that happening. Grogu needs to grow up. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, he's like doing a little bit more in this movie than what he did before, so we'll see. And then like what's gonna happen with Mando beyond this, you know? It's got to hint at some. It's got to give us something as to where Mando's going and where Grogu's going. We'll see what happens. What do we got? What else, guys? That's all I got for tonight. What do we got? I cannot believe next Sunday is going to be the beginning of March. Holy smokes. 2 months down already in the year. A week from tonight. Or a week from today, rather. That's nuts. That is nuts. But, yeah, guys, that's all I got. Please head on over to the Facebook group. If you haven't joined up on the group, come hang out with us in the chat and talk figures during the week. It's always a fun time over there. Follow me on socials. You can always see updates of stuff that I post. Everybody in the cold weather and crazy snow over on the East Coast. Hope you're all staying safe out there and everything goes well for you guys. And yeah, that's really all that I got. Thank you guys for hanging out for what, hour and a half-ish here. Like I said, shorter show, but not too much craziness going on. Happy for the Marvel fans who want this stuff. And it's going to be really interesting to see how this stuff picks up after Chinese New Year. I'm looking forward to Hot Toys to like really get going. And also for some figures from last year to finally release. It's been a while. So there you have it. You're welcome, Big Dog. Well, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Great stream tonight, says Brad. Thank you. We got some snow clouds. Yes. Be careful out there, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah. I always am not good at closing out a show, but I never know what to say. But yeah, hopefully we get some stuff. Sideshow needs to send some figures already. That would be nice. Yep. Thor is tomorrow. 11 a.m. Central is my time. Clint says, thanks. You have a wonderful week. You as well. Peace and long life. You too, MB Dice. And have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button on your way out. And good luck to everybody going for Thor tomorrow. And Neil, thanks, Steve. Good luck with those in the queue tomorrow. Yeah, good luck. Best sign off from a chat ever. Yeah, I never know how to do it right. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for being here tonight and hanging out in the chat. Always good comments as well all the time. And yes, Tighter, I see your comment. Hopefully some Star Wars news this week. That would be awesome. And maybe we'll get something tonight. Who knows? But until next time, everybody, collect carefully.